So motherfuckers, Spain faces Hungary in the last round of the European Team Championship, and Maxime Chigaev in the first ball faced Richard Rapport from Hungary, who was playing the best tournament, and he was the player with the best performance of the tournament. But Chigaev, instead of play quietly or something, he decided to go for all with black, playing a so aggressive Steinitz variation. So let's analyze the game. Okay, let's start for the first move. Of course, Rapport open with e4. I should say that Rapport is a so aggressive too. So play a so aggressive against Rapport could be double edged. You can could be or so well or so bad. So let's see what happened. I have another very good game of Rapport analyzing in the channel against Victor Gacic. Okay, Rapport open with e4. Chiga respond with e5, knight f3, knight c6. So it doesn't work. That's okay. Bishop e5. The Rapport choose the open Spanish. a6, bishop a4, and here we have d6. The favorite string. You could make the same with knight f6, d6 included, but we're going to see that of course I have another idea who is not knight f6, d6, so castle. And here, okay, bishop d7, normal move c3, and here Chigaev surprise Rapport with the move g5. So aggressive. Normal move here or knight f6 was a normal move here. But Chigaev surprise Rapport with g5. Just going hyper aggressive in Mamediarov style, or in Rapport style, I could say too, in Kasparov style, going for the white king from the opening. The sixth move, we see that Chigaev goes with d5. And here Rapport reacting a very strange way. The main move was d4. There are, let's see how many, like 100 game wins with the move d4. Well, we will respond by d4, 91, h5. And here, okay, there are many games with white, with many things tried. d5 was an option, knight c7, 4 takes, and bishop d7. Uh, I don't like bishop e3 because there's bishop a6 trading these bishops. And f4 was another interesting option. It takes, c takes, d5. That's the main line. But I think that black is fine in this type of lines. And it's going to be happy because the good thing of surprise your opponent in the opening is that maybe your move is not the best, but you know the theory of this move and your opponent know. So there you have the advantage, and maybe the computer says that white is slightly better, but if you know the moves and your opponent doesn't know the move, it's better for you, of course. Doesn't matter that the small advantage who say the machine was more important. The player who knows all the good moves by heart than your opponent. Okay, so yes, the d4 was the best move. There are this type of lines. Well, here f5 was fine. Well, here f5 was possible too. But Rapport came with king h1. I think that is a novelty. The review, yes. King h1 is a novelty. Never have played king h1. Was a so strange move. Right? The idea is that after e4, give the g1 square for the knight. Um, but okay, because the knight is slightly better on g1 than on e1. But I think that king h1 is like a loss of tempo. When your opponent attacks in a side, you should react breaking the center. Every teacher told us since we are kids against side attack, central breakthrough was always the same. So d4 here was the main move. I suppose that of course Rapport is not stupid. He knows how to play chess. I suppose that he know that d4 here was the move, but he just decided to deviate to the theory to his opponent. He made more bet that Chigaev made. Chigaev made g5 to deviate his opponent from the main line, making a little bit worse move. And Rapport maybe he tried to make the same, but King h1 here have no so much sense. But okay, he finally he have an idea of okay, give the g1 square for the knight. For example, f5 takes h5, queen f6. This could be a possible line. But instead of playing g4 so fast, Chigaev decided to play h5 first, realizing that after d4 white have knight d1, so he decided to play first h5. And here again d4 was the good move, breaking the center. And after d4 goes to g1, f5, and here another breakthrough f4. It takes, and knight c7, trying this bishop. Black should try to maintain the center more or less close because at least during his king is in the center. After goes long castle, okay, he can break what he wants, but for the moment he should try to maintain the center a little bit close. For that reason, he plays that to maintain the center a little bit close. But Rapport makes another mistake, d3. Two mistakes in a row. So first king is one so bad move, and then d3 another bad move. The white plan should be d4. Okay, Chigaev plays bishop a6. G4 was another possibility. For example, g4, knight g1, bishop a6 was possible to play like this. Bishop c5, bishop c5, c4, f5, knight c3, and f4. And of course, black is better here because these pawn are so strong. And here, okay, sorry, f4 also there a possibility here, trying to open the center like I thought with white. It takes bishop f4, but here we can just take and queen e5, take it, win a tempo. And yes, all the time is that you can take on f4 and win a tempo with queen g5. But okay, g4 here was good, or after bishop e6, a6, knight g4 here, and g4 was the move. And with g4, black have a small advantage in the position. It's black the player who is pushing for the win for this moment. So let's try to understand why, because um, okay, we know that black have more space in the king side, and you should make something with what with white here. If you can break on f4, because I can simply take everything on f4 and win a tempo with queen g5, and then goes no castle. Maybe you should play d4, but now you have lost a tempo with d3, d4. So, but all of this is because here king h1 was so bad. You should play d4, and after h5, again d4 should be the move. But instead of playing d4, so logical move. See, I play queen f6, a huge mistake, and let's see why. Here Rapport had a great move that he played c4. So strong move. The idea is so simple. Okay, knight c3, knight d5, and apart is going to make that winning a tempo over the queen. So for that reason, queen f6 is a strange move. Here was better just defend the d5 square and leave the queen, but now he played g4 in a wrong timing, and after just knight c3, knight d7, knight d5, you should take on d5. C takes. You should move the knight. Take, and bishop e3. Now white is just winning because the d5 pawn is so strong. Not only because all the space that he controls, because apart now the c5 is open, and you are not going to have a safe square for this king. It's not only that you have the king in the center, because if you have this king in the center with this pawn on c4, okay, you could be more or less safe. But the problem is that white is going to have many attacks into the c5. Okay, bishop e3, great move. Of course, if black wants to take here, black cannot take, of course, because the knight and the queen is under attack. So for that reason, bishop e3, great move. Developing the bishop, and the white threat is just take the knight. He takes, and here we move f4. And white is just say, you are not going to checkmate me with these two stupid pawns, because always the thing is that if you advance one, I advance the other. And if you play h3, I'm going to play g3. And always this is going to be completely close. This is like the game between Kasparov and Anand that I analyzed in the channel. That happen more or less the same. The Kasparov have these two pass pawns, but these two advances pawns, but you cannot make nothing, because always if you play g3, your opponent is going to respond with h3. And if h3, g3. So here black have no attack, and this bishop is not attacking nothing. The queen is blocked by the pawn, so white is just winning here. And the real weak king is the d7 king, because white is going to attack on the c5. I saw that queen a4 was another possibility. If king c8 coming to the queen side before for white b5, and if king d8, f4. Okay, f4 good move. King c8. 92 was possible, just developing the knight, but okay, rook c1 was fine. King b8, and here again, 92 was slightly better, and let's see, black have the pieces also that play. And the white plan was before, that's what Rapport should have played. queen c2, of course, still having the advantage, rook c8, and again, here the plan was queen a4 to prepare b5, b4, b5. Okay, Rapport doesn't make the best plan, but he is still having the advantage, so of course he's completely winning. Rook king a7, and knight e2, c5, uh, Chigaev finally collapses because he have no plan in this position. White have all the control of the center, each pawn is not making nothing, and and if you open in the queen side, white is going to use that against you to protect your king. But okay, he tries to make something with c5. Better try to make something that just give your opponent to still improving the position a little bit. c5, b takes, and queen a5. Let's see that after this trades, the three black pieces are in the king side, too far from the action. Take, queen e4, good move, attacking c6, bishop d7, rook c1, still attacking the pawn, c5, queen d7, king a8, queen c6, queen c7, queen b6, and just you cannot defend the a6 pawn. e5, just queen takes c5, queen d5, and rook c7, and Chigaev just resigned. Was an interesting game, sorry, first. Black came with a very strong, no, yes, a very, very interesting idea in the Steinitz, and Rapport reacts so bad against this idea, in my opinion, with king h1, then c3. But after a bad move, queen f6, Rapport, sorry, I'm going to change the result. The result was 1-0 in the round. And the match was a tie, I remember, yes, because Yufa won the game, and the other two draw. Anton and Jaime Santos draw their games. And after queen f6, Rapport started to play so well with c4, knight c3, knight d5, and winning a very good game. And so this victory gives Richard Rapport the gold medal in the first board, the individual gold medal, who always was great. I analyze more game of this incredible tournament with the European Team Championship, so let's see the rest of the game. Bye bye, motherfuckers.